So the next one is Charity Commission designates anti-trans hate group official charity. If you're in the UK, this is probably one that actually you all know about. And of course, this is in relation to the LGBT Alliance. For those who don't know, the LGBT Alliance is a fake LGBT plus group. It is mostly consisting of heterosexual people who hate trans people and bisexual people and gay people and lesbians. So pretty much everyone in the LGBT plus community. It was created in 2019 with the sole purpose of attacking the trans community, demonizing the trans community, making it appear like they're a threat to the general queer community at large. One of its founders is a notorious homophobe who argued that having LGBT plus inclusive lessons in schools would attract gay predators, bringing us all the way back, 20 years to the whole gay teacher panic, and that, it was inappropriate for children, etc. Other people that they've, associated with, I'm trying to remember his name, the ex-police officer, have, celebrated the deaths of black trans people. They've publicly gone on record arguing that bisexual people do not belong in queer spaces in general, because it's disrespectful to gay people. Our existence is disrespectful. It is a hateful, bigoted group. I actually have actual quotes here. The founder, Malcolm Clark, was the one who declared that inclusive education in schools was dangerous due to, quote, predatory gay teachers, and, quote, calling the lessons, quote, unnecessary encouragement to predators, end quote. As for the biphobia, one of the posts made to the official account was, quote, if you are currently with a partner of the opposite sex, why would you go to one of the very few bars/clubs that advertise as for lesbians or for gay men? There are plenty of other places to go. It's just showing a lack of respect that many of us find offensive, end quote. As a reminder, bisexual people are the people, as a sexual demographic, are the people most likely to suffer spousal abuse and sexual assault. So having these spaces would be really key for them, but the thing is, many of them don't feel safe in these spaces. They're often excluded from, rape crisis centres for heterosexual people, and they're very often excluded for rape crisis centres for gay and lesbians. They don't have anyone they can fucking turn to. And this is... It might seem small, like clubs and bars, but when you don't feel welcome in the community in general, it impacts your entire perception. So it does impact the wider picture.
Here's the thing, is if you're bi, you're still queer, you've probably done some deconstructing of heteronormativity. So, being in these mainstream, quote-unquote, I guess I'll call them straight bars, it's probably not a fun time.
No.
Because heteronormativity is not fun and it's kind of toxic, and maybe you don't want to deal with it. And if you're interested in someone of another gender or dating someone of another gender, that doesn't just vanish.
Yeah, the transphobia doesn't vanish. And here's another thing. There are polyamorous bisexual people out there. And they're valid and they're welcome in those spaces. Okay? You don't have any fucking right to police, but that's the thing. The LGBT Alliance, predominantly run by heterosexual people, likes to try and police queer spaces. They also celebrated the removal of LGBT plus bullying and hate crime guidance for schools, which is kind of surprising for a supposed queer, LGBT plus charity. Literally, the removal of anti-homophobic, bullying guidance was celebrated by them. And, of course, the whole the whole main thing, the whole big shtick with them really is that they're constantly pumping out anti-trans propaganda. They have not done a single thing to help lesbian, gay, or bisexual people. The only activities they have ever engaged in are targeting trans people. They helped with the whole targeting over the Gender Recognition Act reforms, stating that, and I do quote, "Self-ID gives predators the green light," end quote. And this was a paid advertisement in papers. So in general, they are just a heinous organisation. For more evidence of their anti-LGBT plus bigotry, I have linked a thread compiled by Helen, so you can check that out. So yes, anyway, they have now been ratified as an actual charity, which led to some interesting observations, such as the fact that out of the 400 charities registered since March, only the LGBT Alliance received a public announcement on the Commission's social media page. This has led some people to suggest that this was a deliberate attempt to normalize a hate group as the Tory government pushes forward its own anti-LGBT plus rhetoric. As many of you know, the whole Gender Recognition Act stuff was a total farce. Since then, they've announced plans that they are looking into excluding trans people from gender spaces like bathrooms. Trying to pretend like they're not doing it, but they are. The language is very clear on that, and we covered it in a previous show. So, you know, there's been a lot of discussion about whether that's part of the issue here. And also, actual charities have come forward, numerous actual charities have come forward and have talked about the damage this will do them. Because the whole notion of official charities rests on the fact that the groups designated as official charities aren't pushing hateful or harmful agendas. So when a hate group like the LGBT Alliance is given charity status by the British government, that devalues that devalues that stamp of approval in the mind of the people. You know, now they start questioning whether they can trust other charities, actual charities that are doing good for the LGBT plus community, and it really just devalues the entire system. So they've been quite vocal about it as well. Now, if you're watching and you're a British citizen, please use the UK government's charity complaint service, linked in the transcript, to lodge a complaint about the group whose charity number is 11941448. You can find all this in the transcript in the description. It will just take you a little bit. People have pointed out how the hate group violates multiple conditions laid down by the Commission, including, quote, in order to be charitable, a purpose cannot be political, and any political activities must be ancillary to charitable purposes, end quote, and, quote, a charity can promote the rights of one or more specific groups, but may not do so whilst demeaning or denigrating the rights of others, end quote. The LGBT Alliance violates both of those. Again, you can look at the resources put together by Helen, so you have clear examples of this. I've been keeping track of it and seeing what's happening. I haven't seen an update on it. The most that I've seen happen is pride organisations coming out and declaring their disgust at the fact that the LGBT Alliance has been ratified as a charity.